I had to go to the scrap yard, and then I was digging around through their scrap piles, and they had this big, like 90-degree swooping bend in an aluminum pipe. And I had already started using an aluminum pipe for my upper radiator hose. So I bought this, it was like $2. It had a collar on top of it. I went to the shop, I didn't film much of it. I spun this on the lathe to get the diameter down to the appropriate size so that it would fit inside the turbo to intake pipe. And then I got the appropriate silicone hoses to plumb it. It looks really good. It's got little grooves here so that the hoses will grip under pressure and hopefully not pop off when I'm boosting. I have to install this, really simple. I did the same thing for the upper radiator hose. I turned it on the lathe. It should fit right in here, and again, it's ridged so that the pressure won't pull it out. And then this is the worst of them all. I had to do this with a grinder. But we bent the pipe a little bit more to make a tighter 90-degree angle, and then I shaved away a little bit of the ends to try and get some grip for the silicone hoses, which are gonna be on the lower radiator hose. Once I put all this stuff together, I have the turbo oil return line from the turbo to the oil pan that's coming in the mail, and then I can actually start this truck and hopefully move it around. Then all I have to do is figure out the deal with the transmission. The next clip you see, I probably won't film the oil return, will be this truck hopefully starting up and at least moving around this parking lot. Alright, so this is the first start after everything is put back together. If it turns on without any oil leaks and then moves forward and backwards, I have just enough to load this thing onto a tow truck to get it to the exhaust shop to have a custom exhaust made. Fingers crossed this works. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cheney, and this is how to lift your transmission onto a transmission jack with 2 men and no garage. As tight as you can. Yeah. Ow! Oh, dude, I got the leverage I need. Alright, now put the next one around my waist.
Oh no, oh, another one.
Another one around my waist and right here, dude. This is gonna work. This is totally gonna work. Check this out, ready? I am transmission.
Transboy.
No. Okay. Trans boy. Oh, you like that? Okay. Is that high enough? Dude, push that thing in from behind like I'm giving birth.
A little higher. You kept. Ah, the wood.
What about it?
Not gonna make it past the wood. You want me to take it off?
Take the wood out, yeah. Is it under?
No.
No. Okay. I'm dying.
Are you all the way up?
Yeah, it's as high as I can go.
I need like 2 centimeters.
On the back or the front?
On.
Is it kind of on the jack now?
It's kind of on the jack.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get back. I did a lot of work to this truck. I tucked all the wires for the most part. I put them in wire looms. Did a few other odds and ends. It's got 2 new batteries in it. I have dropped the transmission on this truck 3 times now. And after doing that, I finally figured out that the issue was the transmission computer. There were a few things in the transmission that I took care of while it was out, but the real issue was the TCM. So I called the company Firepunk. They sent a new unit out. If all goes well, today I'll be able to program this transmission for my truck's specific tire size and diff ratio, and I'll actually be able to drive this truck today. So, see if this works. This is a computer. It had some issues with the remote right here, which is what communicates with the computer. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this back into the truck, pull up the software on the computer to see if the computer will even recognize the TCM, because before it wouldn't even recognize it. So, I'm gonna plug this in and then we'll see what happens. Turn the truck key on. See a little green light right there? Truck is communicating with the remote, at least. The power is supplied. FSTC dash. There's a tutorial on YouTube on how to do this whole process. Another guy did it. It's how I learned how to do this. I linked that video below if you want to like actually learn what I'm doing. I'm just basically showing you me doing it on this truck. The guy in that video does a great job explaining it. FSTC. That's it. Look at that. First time I plugged it in, I didn't get any of this information at all. So the remote was the issue and it's now communicating. All right, so the TPS value, if I tap the throttle, should change. Just like that. Which means the TPS is reading. Wow. Ooh. Do this old school way. That is about 33. Yeah, 33. So up to this point, all I did was update my tire size and diff ratio. Last time I drove the truck, it was shifting really inconsistently between 2.3 and 3.4. It would like just hover back and forth between the shifts, and it was revving the motor really high. So I'm gonna start off by just driving the truck, seeing if anything changed off the rip with the bass tune. And if not, I'll come back, maybe if I need to do more research, and update the shift points on the graph. Yeah. I think there was a communication issue with the tune making its way to the controller. It's reading active data now, so hopefully it shifts. There's 2. Alright, that was the 2 shift. That was good. I didn't get that last time.